This week's episode of Black at Work is sponsored by
Notice black people have the genius to put the curse word after they say the race of the person, where white dudes, we always put it in front. And if we would just make that little adjustment, we could save so many careers, so many jobs could be saved in the white community if we would just put it after. You never notice that in conversation? You hear a black guy being like, man, I was standing there, this Asian motherfucker came in, he starts talking about, you don't even hear it. You're just sitting there, oh, what did this Asian motherfucker do? I would love to hear the rest of this story, right? Dude, I would tell the exact same story, right? I'm standing there, right? This fucking Asian comes in, right? Everybody's all like, whoa, whoa, hey, easy, Jesus, dude. What year is it, you know? It's like, dude, I just said what he said. I just preempted the fuck. That's all I did.
I am done. That is hilarious.
For the 8 white people listening.
Girl, it's more than 8. We got 8,000 white people listening to us.
You supposed to put the fuck behind
Right.
the race. Okay.
Oh, man. If you have a fuck you, you know what to do. Send them to us here at Black at Work Pod. blackatworkpod@gmail.com. Email us. Hit us up on social media at Black at Work Pod, or visit us on our website, why I always mess up, y'all. www.blackatworkpod.com. So the fuck you of the week. Let me see if she put her name, he or she. Okay. Miss Sophie. All right, let's see. I'm here to share my stories, ladies. I'm using the name Miss Sophie because it sounds good for a nanny to be named Sophie. So, hello, I'm Sophie. I'm 24 years old and I work as a nanny currently. I got the pleasure of being a pandemic graduate finishing my bachelor's in early childhood education online in 2020. As if not being able to walk across the stage wasn't messed up enough, there also weren't any teaching jobs because the world was shut down. I was so disappointed and spent months partially depressed and looking for work when a black girl I went to school with DM'd me asking if I wanted to nanny for a doctor who was pregnant in their 2-year-old son. She was moving out of state and wanted me to take her place. I took the job because she assured me both parents were cool. They both are doctors and the 2-year-old boy was sweet, quote unquote. My first day with the Thompsons, quote unquote, was actually good. Soon as I pulled up to the house, there was a Black Lives Matter sign in the yard. So I knew these were what I call white light people. The non-racist progressive kind that you might bring a plate back from the cookout.
I'm like, white light.
Right. She done made up a word, baby. I'm paid well. They are easygoing, kind, and they are not overbearing parents. The doctors are extremely overworked and they barely see the kids or spend any time with them. The kids are with me 24/7, even on most holidays. Dang. I get a lot of help from the grandparents too. Now, I ain't gonna front. This little boy, we call him Bradley, ain't never been sweet even when he was 2. He always was a bit bratty, but now this little motherfucker is just plain evil. He is very rude for one. In public, people will talk to him and he just stares back, or he'll scream and act like he doesn't talk when he is actually extremely intelligent. One lady bumped us in Target, and before she could say excuse me, Bradley spit at her. Oh. I was so embarrassed. I left the room one day to do dishes while he was having quiet time. Mom called me screaming because he had taken off his underwear and shit on the floor. She saw him on the nanny cam. And to this day, I don't know what he did to the poor dog. The dog won't go near him. I'm always walking in on him hitting the youngest baby too. I've seen him push the baby, pull his hair, pull his eyelashes off. Baby, not the eyelashes. Take toys from him, slap him, and most recently, he tried to push the baby down the stairs. The stairs has a child safety gate on it, and the parents caught him trying to open the gate and push the almost 2-year-old down the stairs. When I try to talk to him and it's something he doesn't want to hear, he will scream in one octave until it's time for him to take a breath, and he will do it all over again.
Not opera.
I have met with the parents twice now regarding Bradley's behavior. Hold on now. He is clearly feeling frustrated with something, and instead of fixing it, they are just throwing me extra money to deal with it. Dang. Little do they know, I am just one short year from my resignation as well. I plan on getting my teaching certification and getting a real job in the classroom by next school year, regardless of the pay cut. I like being a nanny because I basically get to live for free and stack my entire check for the most part, but I did not sign up to babysit a Chucky doll. I didn't even get to tell y'all about him killing his goldfish by pouring apple juice in the water. Just bad.
Girl.
I hate I can't whip his ass, LOL. Anyway, this is just a few examples of shit I done caught with this little motherfucker in. Send help. Next Labor Day weekend, we are going on our first family vacation, and I'm just waiting on him to show his ass so I can give him the black mama stare. Haha. Thanks for letting me vent and can't wait to hear the show. Oh my goodness.
Girl, he need more than a black mama stare. Baby, you gonna have to set him on fire.
Right.
He bad as fuck.
Well, if he's anything like Chucky, baby, you can set him on fire. He's still gonna be alive.
Girl, this sound like the premise of one of them docket killer kids. Like, she wrote in about Bradley on a podcast called Black. You know, they have the British accent.
Oh my God.
And they suggested that she kill him. And now he here committing murders. No, just playing. Don't kill that baby. That's homicide.
Not homicide.
Honestly, though, as a parent, it just sounds like he needs some attention. Like, his parents are gone all the time. You said that. Didn't she say the grandparents are helping?
Yeah.
I mean, but that still doesn't matter. Like, he's what, 5, 4?
Yeah.
He's old enough to know that your black ass ain't his mama. So,
right,
know, like, he know the people that's supposed to be responsible for him is not around.
The white lights.
Yeah, the white lights. Girl, they sound like
the Thompson.
Okay. They sound like a pop group.
Right.
The white lights. Yeah, the white lights are out on tour. Okay. Yeah, it just sounds like he just needs some attention. And kids do stuff like that. And he's really young too. Like, I know y'all gonna get on me, but I hate when people call kids bad, especially little boys, because I mean, you just gotta think about it. You're brand new to this world. You're looking at and exploring all of this shit for the first time. So of course you're gonna flip it, twist it, reverse it, take it apart, move it, see what happens when you knock that over. Like, just get in the shit. But it just sounds like
Bradley, he going overboard. Man. He done took it to a whole new level. Now Bradley might be a little bad friend. Bradley might be bad. He done poured apple juice on the goldfish.
Now, why would he do that?
Baby, he thought the goldfish was thirsty, child.
In the water?
Yes. He said, let me pour a little of this apple juice in here and feed Goldie. But look, I agree, because I have children too. You know, when children aren't getting the attention that they need, they're going to act out. I'm actually experiencing that right now, but not to that extent.
Okay.
But I was a nanny before, which is crazy. And the kids that I worked for, they weren't white light, but they was white, and
they was just regular white.
They was just regular white. They ain't gonna have no Black Lives Matter in front of their house, child. I walked off on the job because them kids was bad. I just feel like, not to be kind of stereotypical, but we just raised different.
What was they doing in this?
I'm just saying, it ain't too far off from what Mr. Bradley was doing, child. I mean, they was just disrespectful. They told their mom, "Fuck you."
Ooh.
Fuck you, mom. So, I mean,
they live to tell about it.
Yes. Oh, if you the little boy didn't like to wake up in the morning for soccer, they would put their kids in a whole bunch of activities because they were never there. They were lawyers, and she would wake him if he didn't want to wake up in the morning. She was like, "I'll give you a free game card," or like she would bribe them. Like, baby, look, I was like, these kids is too bad, too disrespectful. I'm leaving. But you live for free, friend, Miss Sophie, coworker.
Right.
And you got everything laid out. So, baby, I would just sit there and
stick to the
deal
plan.
with it. Yeah, stick to the plan.
Because it just seemed like he getting worse and worse. First it's fish, then it's people.
Right.
Okay, keep your eye on Brad and watch the other baby.
Yeah.
Or he end up
right
in the shade room.
The Thompsons need to take a vacation. I know y'all PTO. Y'all got at least 4 weeks. Now, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They need to pay more attention to their kids.
They do,
and if I get an opportunity to talk to them again, that's what I would say. I know you didn't ask for our advice, but that was great. Thank you for writing me.
Well, if you have a fuck you, if you need some advice, if you just need to vent, child, send them to us here at Black at Work Pod. Hit us up on social media at Black at Work Pod. And send them to our email, blackatworkpod@gmail.com. Go to our website, blackatworkpod.com.
All right. And guys, next week, I told you guys we were going to start doing themed letters. Yeah. I guess we'll call them letters. Letters from you guys. Coworker inquiries. Whatever. Whatever we call them right now. We're doing themes. So our first themed episode will be, if you have worked with a Karen, we would like to hear from you. So any Karen experiences, if you had to read a Karen, sit a Karen down, if a Karen tried to read you, we want to know about it. So like Anessa says, send it to us at blackatworkpod@gmail.com or always on our website anonymously. Like
until it's y'all name.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Or yeah, I mean, the form won't submit unless you put a name. So just put like anonymous or whatever and we'll get it. First, before we go to the water cooler, we have a couple of shout outs to give this week. So our first shout out comes from the Apple Podcast. I guess it's the ratings or whatever. I don't know. They send them to our email. So Supernova1 over on Apple Podcast said that we, Black at Work Podcast, is what the culture needs. Yes. Funny and relatable and just what you need to get through the work day. So thank you so much for that. That was really sweet. Totally enjoyed that. And finally, our coworker, Kimmy-Rose on IG. Thank you so much for always commenting and showing us love, as well as Monique over at the Infertility in Me podcast. So just wanted to give you guys some shout outs. And so, yeah, hit us up on our social media at Black at Work Pod on all social platforms, and we'll read your comments on the show. And also leave us some review,
please,
wherever you listen to your podcast. We read them on the show too.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and so now it's time for the water cooler. All right, guys. Breaking news. Midterm elections are upon us. And the media is already wearing us down with bullshit political news. And I'm here to reiterate it. So anyway, this is actually for our Michigan coworkers. So listen up. There's some scallywag, dry hair bitch by the name of Tudor Dixon. First of all, that's a stupid ass name. That's a dumbass name. And your mama should be slapped for that. But anyway, she's running for the governor's seat in Michigan, and she was being interviewed by a local news organization and asked why she is against a 14-year-old rape victim receiving abortion. And this is what this collagen deficient clown had to say.
You know, I've talked to some other legislators about this, and they've met the same people that I've met who've told their story of once this child knew they were in their second or third trimester. And I am that child, you know, that I've talked to those people who were the child of a rape victim, and the bond that those two people made, and the fact that out of that tragedy, there was healing through that baby. It's something that we don't think about because we assume that that story is someone.
Bitch, what?
Girl,
call the police. I mean, I don't know what else to do with this hoe. Like, you can't be for real. So basically, y'all, just to reiterate what she just said, she said that rape victims, a 14-year-old rape victim should keep the child because the child will heal her from her rape. This is a actual real life living breathing woman that said this. What you got, Anessa?
First of all, has she ever been raped? And has she ever been raped and been pregnant?
I mean, clearly not.
Like, I just hate when people have so much to say about something that they have never like been through. Like, have you? And then it just sounds so ignorant. How am I supposed to? Now, I'm not taking away from anybody that had. I mean, because that could be. There are people out there who have had children that they've been raped. They've had those children, and those children are here. So if anybody's listening, I'm not coming for you or anything like that. But
oh, and also, I'm sorry, I forgot to say trigger warning while we were saying our word rape.
Oh, is that a girl? Look, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I know, Anessa.
Y'all, I'm just...
Anessa is deeply buried into not social media
at all
or political correctness. So, but yeah,
yes, absolutely.
But yeah, trigger warning for everybody.
Okay.
We're talking about rape.
Yeah, a trigger warning for sure. Like, I'm just saying, like, I lost my train of thought. It's no, you good. It's just so ignorant. Like, she's sitting up here saying, "Oh well, these people shouldn't feel like this or whatever." Like, you don't tell me how to feel. Don't tell me what you've never been through the situation is what I'm trying to get at.
And why would you want somebody to suffer through having to carry a baby through term and raise it?
Why?
And be financially responsible for it?
Why?
Like, that's absurd. And yeah, there's actually a case out there where a woman who was raped by a gentleman, he got charged with the rape, spent time in jail, got out of jail, and sued her for custody of the baby, got custody of the baby, and is suing her for child support now. So, like, crazier things have happened. But anyway, elections are on November 8th, Michigan, and all you other states with clown-ass people trying to get these seats, child. I don't know. But elections are on November 8th, so if you're registered to vote, you know what to do.
Vote.
Go out and do that. Speaking of abortions, retail giant Walmart decided that those were less expensive than maternity leave, so they expanded abortion coverage. I'm just playing.
Not
They expanded abortion coverage for their employees. So if there's a health risk to the mother, rape, incest, ectopic pregnancies, miscarriages, or lack of fetal viability, they will go ahead and take care of those procedures for their team members.
Shout out to Walmart for doing that. I was hoping we had a little light after the tunnel that we just talked about. Yeah. At least somebody got some sense. Like,
which we weren't around when that happened, but holy fuck, like, what is going on with the whole abortion thing?
Girl, yeah, we were not. Absolutely.
Yeah, so my job actually did something like that. They actually took it a step better, which I won't get into, but my job did something similar to that with abortion rights. And I hear other companies are doing similar things. So shout out to all the companies out there that are, that understand that women's health care is important. And it doesn't matter what your personal choice is. That's your personal choice for a reason, because it's on you, bitch.
Right.
Like, you don't have to project that onto others.
Let women do what they want to do with their bodies. Who am I to tell you what to do with your life?
Right.
It is not my job.
And baby, I know how high kids is.
Okay.
Shit.
Apparently it's $300,000.
Okay, that's the new thing that's going around. They saying it's $300,000. I beg to differ. Shit, I'm thinking it's more like a milli.
What?
But yeah. So shout out to Walmart for doing that.
Okay, I'll keep shopping there. Better what they slogan anyway.
The more you shop, the more you save.
Okay. Yeah.
No, that's not.
Girl, that sound like save a lot. What the I know she didn't save
a lot. Rollback prices.
Something better, low prices.
Your friendly neighborhood dealers.
Look, y'all good to shop at Walmart. That's the
hashtag
shop at Walmart.
Okay. All right. So somebody on Twitter said that Kanye West wants us to be poor so bad. And I'm going to have to agree because this nigga done dropped a Yeezy line at Gap. And all of the clothing is in construction bags. Nigga, I get overwhelmed looking at a bunch of clothes on a rack. Like, the last thing I want to do is to walk inside of a Gap, see a bag of clothes and be like, oh, yeah, let me dig through this. Like, what
Not dig.
why do you want us to do this? Yeah, girl, I'm not finna do it. It's not my jam. But if you want to buy this Yeezy Gap experience, I did look at some of the clothes. For me, it's not hidden, but I know, some of y'all do like to look poor, so that's out there for y'all. But I would suggest buying online so that you don't have to dig through that bullshit because that's stupid. And then somebody asked him, like, why you got people digging through clothes? He like, this is my vision. Y'all don't understand my vision. And it's my mind and my brain. No, nigga, we don't understand this because I guess you've been rich for too long that you just forgot that we don't want to look through some motherfucking clothes, nigga. What the fuck?
The trash bags was nice though. I ain't gonna lie. They was
like
some little clothy.
No, ma'am.
Nah, they was some cloth. Them look like some expensive trash bags. I ain't gonna lie. Them wasn't no Glad. Them wasn't no hefty. Them was some real trash bags.
But why?
Hey, that is Kanye. Kanye, y'all gotta let him. At this point, are we surprised by what he do? I don't know. Some people might want to look like. Do we know? I know she did. I might, friend. I might.
You getting some Yeezy?
I'm gonna go to Gap and I'm gonna look through the trash
You gonna
bag.
get you a holy shirt for $89?
Child, I can't afford it, baby. Y'all gonna have to send me some.
What if
Kanye,
they giving it away?
If they giving it away, I'll try it on.
Yeah, try it.
I'll do a try on haul.
You gonna be the Yeezy Gap?
Yeah, I'll be a representative.
Look at everybody. I love trash bag.
For real.
Looking at.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I don't know, Kanye. I don't know.
Yeah, he's on the the lost and turned out list, and we just gonna keep him uplifted. All right, y'all. Finally, a preacher in Kansas City, Missouri. You already know the story.
No, I don't know. I think so.
Okay, so a preacher in Kansas City, Missouri named Reverend Carl Funderburk went viral earlier this week for condemning his congregation for not buying him a Movado watch.
Oh, what?
A Movado watch. Is that how it's pronounced? Because I'm not rich, so.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
Is it Movado?
It don't matter.
Movado.
It's expensive.
Look, listen, I heard it wasn't, but I'm going to keep going.
Not?
I heard it wasn't.
Okay. Let me go Google while you doing
Yeah, Google it. Google how much it is, and I'm going to finish. Okay. So, he called his parishioners at the Wall Church. I guess that's what it's called. The Wall Church. That's a stupid ass name too. Y'all need to do better with that one. It's the Well Church. That's still stupid. So the Well Church, he told his parishioners that they were cheap sons and daughters for not honoring him with the watch. And he said, quote, "That's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money.
No.
I'm not worth your Red Lobster money."
Girl.
Wait, he said, "I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John knit. Y'all can't afford it no how."
Yo, what?
St. John knit. Now, I told you I ain't rich, so I don't even know what that is.
Me either.
But he say them niggas can't afford it. And then he goes on to say, "I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada, your Gucci." And to that I say, no, nigga. Like, what do you think this is? I come here to get some inspiration.
What?
Why do you feel like I need to purchase you any motherfucking thing? That's number one. Let's start there, okay? I have a huge problem. As a pastor's kid, I have a problem with overzealous pastors and requiring or requesting gifts or huge things from their congregation. Like I believe that pastors should get a salary, even though I was raised in the church where the pastor did not get a salary and my own parent does not accept a salary at all. But I do believe because of their work, they should receive a salary. And I still support pastors of big churches who receive huge salaries because they get money elsewhere from books that they sell and blah, 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 that. I'm not shitting on those people. I have a problem with this guy and homeboy over up in New York that was allegedly robbed for $1 million. Did you see that?
Yes, in Atlanta. Oh.
In New York.
Oh,
or is that Atlanta?
It was in Atlanta at a brewery. Is that what you're talking about? We talking about two different things, baby. These pastors on fire then.
Yeah, y'all wilding out. What's going on?
Right.
What's going on? Like, I mean, this is absurd. So anyway, he then later got on live and humbled himself and got on this little quiet voice. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanna let y'all know that like bullshit.
He apologized for him.
Yeah, but it was like real. He was coming humbly as he know how, like trying to garner some sympathy, saying basically that he knew what he said it was wrong, even though the media, I always like to blame the media, took it out of context, but it didn't matter. Like he shouldn't have said
no,
that.
we heard the whole thing. We heard the whole context,
thing, buddy.
Son.
So, yeah, what you got in
the
this?
The most expensive one I see on here is $2,400. So I guess it ain't, or $2,500. So I guess it ain't.
That's expensive to me.
I mean, it's expensive enough for you. It looked like you got about 2 people in your congregation.
Yeah, I mean that's 12 people in your church giving you $100.
Like,
or if it's $1,200.
I feel like you watching too much. What's his name in Houston? What's the pastor name in Houston? What's the white pastor?
Project Pat.
No, the white pastor. Friend, the white pastor.
Osteen.
Oh, Joel Osteen. Thank you.
Joel,
our sound engineer.
Right. Thank you. Look, Spider know he be
Spider know his people.
You looking at Joel Osteen and you seeing how he got this. He probably got a Rolex shower, whatever he got.
Oh,
sir, again, like Dana said, these pastors that you see I want a Mercedes. I want to, like,
you telling the wrong nigga, tell your wife.
Right.
Tell First Lady to hit that lick for you.
Hello?
Like, what?
Sir, like, no. First of all, these pastors have other things going on. They they make movies, they got book deals, they got all types of stuff. He looking at Joel Osteen like his people buying. No, like that man got all types of stuff going on. Sir, go have the 5 seats that's in your congregation. I ain't trying to come for his congregation in his church, but it look like he got about 5 people.
He just need to hang it up. And I'm just gonna let everybody know, like, y'all better start thinking for yourselves and get from up under these people, because not everybody is called. Not everybody is called.
And it was people in the congregation, and they was, well,
girl,
I'm like, are they serious?
Yeah, they were serious as fuck.
Like, that's sad. That's like cult life. Like, you gotta get from under that. I rebuke that.
Okay,
for real.
Not into mind dwelling. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So that's all we got for the water cooler, guys. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
I don't know which one of my coworkers need to hear this, but I'm not your friend. I'm here to get paid. I'm here to work and get paid. That's all. Not even work, doggone it. I'm here to just get paid, bro. Mind your business.
All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. Now it's time for our stairwell segment. And this week, we are doing something a little bit different and new. So, I don't even know what to call it.
Dim the lights.
Okay, dim the lights. And let me put on
set the mood.
Let me put on my true crime voice No, that's a little bit too much. Okay. Never mind. But so this week we're doing a Black at Work true work crime story.
Ooh.
Hopefully you guys like it. We decided to switch up our content a bit as far as the show. Like some weeks we'll read you guys' letters, some weeks we'll answer questions, some weeks we'll have interviews, and some weeks we'll share another Black at Work acting a fool. So this week we are going to start with the story of Carlette Parker. Now, this is supposed to be a very short segment. Well, not very short, but it's a short segment. So for like deep details on this, go watch Killer Nurses on Death Row like I did. Okay.
Is that a network?
No, it's a TV show.
Okay.
It's called Killer Nurses on Death Row.
Oh Lord.
Like this. First of all, this show is specific as fuck.
Is.
Like first, you got to be a nurse who killed and on death row, and it's enough of y'all bitches to have a whole damn series, and it's like season 8 or some shit. Like God damn, there's a lot of bitches out here killing
folks.
But anyway, this story is about Carlette Parker. So
First off, she sounds like she done killed somebody. Carlette. It's always them Carlettes and them. Okay, I'm sorry, Britt. Go ahead.
Okay, because she is. I can't even. Yeah. Okay. Let me just get to the story. Yeah. But anyway, so this lady, Carlette, unfortunately, she's handing out L's to both light-skinned people and Gemini's child. So, and she has serious beef with the elderly community. So this story takes place in Raleigh, Wake County, North Carolina. Shout out to Wake County. Shout out to Danny, Whitney, Kim. No, just
I'm like, friend, who you know in
my friend?
Tell me.
None of my friends, but nah. Shout out to Wake County. But yeah, this takes place in Wake County, North Carolina, and the year is 1998. Now, first, before we get into the crime, let's learn a little bit more about the criminal. So her name is Carlette Elizabeth Parker, and she was born on June the 12th, 1963.
A true Gemini child.
Girl. And this a June one too.
What?
Certified. Anyway, no shade to the June.
It's shade for me. It's shade for me. I love y'all to death, but baby, y'all crazy.
So her childhood wasn't that great. She admitted later in life that her childhood was marred with sexual assault almost on a weekly basis for years. So she lived a long time with that secret. But years later, in 1985, when she was just 22 years old, she took a nursing assistant job where she cared for an 85-year-old woman named Catherine Stevenson.
I'm about to say, it's going misery.
Okay.
It's going in that direction.
Hold on. She ended up getting caught stealing. Hold on. Hold your breath. $44,000, forging checks in her name and cashing them.
Dang. They be doing that. They be doing that.
Yeah. I know a few. But anyway, Carlette eventually pled guilty to 16 felony counts of obtaining property by false pretenses from 85-year-old Catherine Stevenson and put on probation. On top of that, she has to pay back all $44,000 in restitution or face prison time.
Girl, that's gonna be real hard as a nursing assistant.
Okay, and this is the 80s too. We know you making $6 wiping ass. Like this is gonna take you forever to pay
Miss
back.
Catherine a bath and like, yeah, Miss Catherine, once I put you to sleep, baby, I'm about to go right.
Okay, going to the boat. I don't know what. And $44,000 in the 80s, baby, I'm gone.
Yeah, that's a lot of money in the 80s for sure.
I'm stealing and I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm never be seen again. No,
she gonna keep coming back. Clearly.
Yeah, clearly. And she was pretty young too, so she probably thought she could keep doing it.
Keep doing it, yeah, for sure.
So she has to pay back this restitution. So she's pressed about this $44,000, y'all. Like she gotta pay $900 a month, which was hellas in the 80s.
Baby,
like,
that's hella right now. For me.
Okay.
I can't afford $900 right now.
Okay, but I can imagine that being like maybe her whole month's salary or close or
Girl.
damn near close to it.
I'm like, you still got rent, water,
Bills.
electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All types of shit.
My bad.
So years later, she winds up getting another nursing assistant job. And she started caring for a man named Charles Holtz. So she's caring for Charles, and on the side of this, she has a doll business where she's selling fake dolls and shit. So she's making these dolls by hand, which is kind of clutch because she's working with old people, and you know one thing an old person love is a motherfucking doll.
Okay.
So they gonna buy these dolls from her. So like she's like hustling Rick Ross style. She making dolls. She catering for old. You know, she paying off her restitution. You know, she doing a damn thing, right? So I told you guys that she was working for a man named Charles Holtz. Charles lives in Springmore Retirement Community, and he's okay to live alone, but he needs a nurse from time to time. So he hires an agency that sends Carlette, and they're working together. They're friends. Well, they're not working together, but she's working for him, and they become friends or acquainted.
Right.
Closely acquainted. I mean, you can't help but be acquainted with somebody that's in your house every day.
Right.
So she's paying her restitution. She's staying out of trouble or whatever. And in the meantime, she's introduced to 86-year-old Alice Covington.
She love them 80-year-olds, baby. Them in her range.
Okay. She's
That's
like,
her type.
85 or older.
Right.
Come with me. Head ass.
For real.
So Alice is actually Charles's friend. So I think I said that. So Alice is Charles's friend, and Alice comes to visit Charles every day. So he's seeing Carlette every day. I mean, she's seeing Carlette every day and Charles. And so, I mean, they would have had to have some type of rapport for the things that transpired after this to be able to happen. So Alice is this tiny little lady. She's like 5'2" and 88 pounds. That's what she looks like. She's really tall. I mean, she's really small, 88 pounds. And time is going on, and Carlette is suddenly behind on her bills, but most importantly, her restitution payments. Now, we said before, like if she misses her restitution payments, she has to go back to prison. So she's pressed. What does a girl to do? What would you do, Vanessa? What would you do if you behind on your restitution? You caring for Charles?
Mr. Charles, pull out that old paddle whacker.
Wait a minute. What's a paddle whacker? First of all, explain yourself.
Mr. Charles. And what Mr. Charles got.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I'm saying with what Carletta. Sound like Carlette. I don't know. Is she gonna get the checks, baby? What she do? What Carlette do?
Well, like she did in the past, she starts stealing checks, but not from Mr. Charles.
From Alice?
From Alice.
Girl, she done got real slick with it.
I don't know how she got up on Alice to get Alice checkbook, but she got Alice checkbook.
Girl.
And Alice is like a hip older lady. Like she doesn't need a caregiver. She lives in the retirement home, but you know, like
she come and visit.
Yeah, she's
okay,
able-bodied.
She
yeah, so she doesn't even need help. So I don't even know how this lady, Carlette, got close enough to Alice to get her checkbook, but she did. And she wrote herself a check for $2,500 to catch herself up on her restitution.
Girl.
So the check cashed, it went through.
No.
Yep, it did. And she's happy. She's happy that she finally got the money to catch up on her bills. But now she's pressed because she knows that once Alice gets that bank statement, she's going to find out that Carlette wrote these checks out to herself.
She must have knew Charles. She said, yeah, see, Charles, he ain't got no money, but Alice keep coming down here.
Okay. Charles broke, but
Alice, I'm checking for her. Alice, bring your purse. What kind of purse is that, girl?
Okay.
Girl, let me see that.
Girl, so she's showing up to work, and she knows she's on a certain deadline. So she's working for Charles and kikiing with Alice like nothing is going on. Then comes the day before she knows that Alice's bank statement is coming in the mail.
What'd she do?
So homegirl, Carlette, gets greedy. I'm probably calling her Carletta and Carlette. I want her name to be Carletta so bad. But anyway.
Carletta sound better.
It do.
Sound like more of a fraudulent person.
It sound like more of a check fraud writing ass bitch.
For real.
So Carlette decides to get greedy and tries to cash one more check of Alice's. So she takes it to the bank, and for some reason they will not cash it. She is pissed. I'm talking about incensed. You know she light skinned, so she turns red like a tomato. She's hot.
Oh Lord.
she like, I got one more day to steal from this white ass lady. Like one night only.
What?
I gotta get my money.
What? And y'all give me a hard time.
So she starts clowning at the bank, throwing shit, just throwing a full on white man tantrum, right? Like, give me my money. So they wouldn't give her the money, and she eventually ends up leaving. But she threw a big enough scene to where, you know, once everything happened, the police ended up knowing about this. So
right.
Anyway,
why would you do that?
Exactly. You showing your ass.
Yeah,
girl, go
like,
home. That was. You should have just been like, okay, you knew
right,
the check was fraud anyway.
Right.
You want to get
caught the scene and had the police come to get more caught,
girl,
ma'am.
You stealing wrong. You need to learn from somebody else that ain't me, because I don't steal.
Me either. Walmart checkout line. I do not steal.
Me neither. So anyway. So anyway. So she leaves the bank. And on the next day, now this is the day that, you know, she know that when the mail comes, Alice is going to know. So it's now the morning of May the 12th, 1998. And Carlette, quote unquote, runs into Alice at a Kroger parking lot.
Girl, it's going down at Kroger. Hold on, not the Kroger parking lot.
That's what I said. I'm like, why I gotta be Kroger? It's always Kroger.
Right, it's the most ghetto place.
I should have said Kroger's.
Right. Not at the Kroger's.
Girl, in the Kroger's parking lot. So, well, anyway, it's unclear whether or not she knew Alice's schedule and she knew she was going to be there, but they somehow run into each other in the parking lot. Now, witnesses to the interaction say that they saw Alice and Carlette first talking civilly. Then they see Carlette, who is wearing a nurse's uniform, struggling with Alice in the parking lot. She's trying to get Alice in the car.
Girl, she trying to kidnap Alice?
Girl.
No, the lady ain't trying to kidnap her.
According to
Bitch,
witnesses.
you coming with me to this bank?
And we gonna cash the check.
Get in here, Alice. Goddamn me. I ain't playing with you. Get your ass in this car. I'm not playing. I can't go back to jail. They did not like me in C Block.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
Oh, let me come back. Oh, man.
Nah, because really at first I thought you was about to say Alice saw her and was like, it was you. But right. Now I'm realizing this lady, Lord, child, I can't. I'm sorry for it. Go ahead, girl. This is crazy.
Girl, according to the witnesses, when Carlette attacked Alice, Alice tried to get away by hitting Carlette over the head with her purse.
I knew you about to say that. Old people always gonna hit you with their purse. Hold on. I knew you was about to say with her purse. Hold on. They be having bricks in there.
Girl, guns. My grandma used to carry a gun in hers all the time. Never miss. But anyway, so the people saw this whole tussle, right? But nobody said anything because Carlette was wearing a nurse's uniform, so they thought that Alice was some old ass senile lady, right?
She po lady,
and this is her nurse trying to get her in the car.
Oh Lord, this is just crazy.
Fucked up. So she gets Alice in the car, and they drive off.
She got Alice.
She
done kidnapped Alice.
So, 2 days later, on May the 14th, 1998, A passerby discovered Alice's car along a side road in Morrisville, North Carolina. Alice's body was lying across the front seat with her head propped against the driver's side door. Her chest was under the steering wheel, and her feet were on the passenger side floorboard. So she basically was like laying across.
Right.
Like somebody was trying to like drag her body in the car.
Friend, walk with me to my car when we leave here, because now
Girl,
I'm scared.
listen. That's why I parked right next to you. I'm like, I'm not parking in the back tonight.
For real. Not after this story.
And then Spider came downstairs and was like, it's homeless people out here. They got a war going on. I'm here to protect y'all. Like, guns are blazing. Okay.
I am done.
So anyway, investigators found substantial bruising along Alice's face, her hands, and her body, but the most obvious wounds looked like 2 vampire marks on the side of her neck. So they're like, what the fuck did happen to this lady?
Carlette, a vampire.
Alice also had a laceration on her left wrist and her lower left leg and was dressed in blue slacks and a light pink nylon jacket. Pause. First of all, why you got her dressed like she's a gym teacher on career day? Like, why you didn't put her on a better outfit? And then she didn't even have on the church shirt under the track jacket. She just had on a bra. Like, you really did Alice bad. But anyway, let me bring back. And then there was like a reddish brown discoloration on Alice's jacket, which they later determined was pepper spray.
She done pepper sprayed Miss Alice.
So I bet y'all are wondering what the fuck happened to Alice. How did she end up here? So investors are on it. I mean, investors.
I'm like, damn. Hold on. Now what?
Oh, man. So investigators are on it. They want to know what happened to Alice. So they hit up all the usual peeps, family, friends. They hit Charles, the nursing home, all of that. And they're also checking Alice's records. They're looking at her bank statements, her call logs. They're trying to figure out what happened and why.
Oh, they about to figure this out real quick.
Real quick. So in interviewing, So in reviewing her bank statements, they noticed a large recent withdrawal they noticed 2 large recent withdrawals for $2,500. Now, they're talking to Alice's family and friends, and they find out that Alice doesn't usually spend this kind of money. So they thought that the $2,500 check was suspicious. They go to the bank and learn that Alice, in fact, came to the bank the day that she disappeared with who the bank employees believed to be her nurse. They said that Alice was in the front seat of the car sleeping, and a heavy-set black woman gave them a withdrawal slip along with Alice's photo ID and the rest of her information. The teller thought it was a bit strange, but she gave the woman the money because she was in a nurse's uniform and they thought that she was her caregiver.
That saved her in the Kroger's.
Girl,
so at the banks.
But Alice, quote unquote, sleep in the front.
Right. Alice was dead.
Girl, dead as a like dead, you literally playing Weekend at Bernie's with this lady. Right. Like, you should have just took her home.
Exactly.
Heifer. So anyway, you know, when you cash a check or whatever, it shows up on your bank statement. Like, it'll show you like the picture of the check or whatever. So investigators finally get a hold of her bank statements. And of course, they found out that another $2,500 check was made out to Carlette Parker. So they start questioning her. At first, Carlette is real matter of fact with the investigators. She's like, yeah, I know Alice. Yeah, that's my dog.
Right.
Like, oh, she passed? Oh, dang. Like, she's real nonchalant. Like, she don't really, she's not really like, oh my God, or nothing like that. Like, this whole
she's trying
thing
to play
is
it cool.
Right, like she's playing it cool, or she thinks that's what she's supposed to do. So Carlette tells investigators that Alice was investing in her doll business. So that's why she wrote her the checks for $2,500 a piece. So the investigators are thinking that that's odd because Alice is very cheap and she doesn't spend money like that. So on May the 16th, 1998, police conducted 2 more interviews with Carlette, and she told police that she had a story, and it would be kind of far-fetched, but she wanted to come clean and tell what had transpired between her and Alice.
Child. What kind of story you got, Miss Carlette?
So in her first interview, Carlette said that she saw Alice at the Kroger parking lot and they went to a car wash. In the second interview, Carlette claimed that she ran into Alice by happenstance between 10 and 11 a.m. as opposed to the afternoon between 1 and 3 p.m. like she originally told them during her first interview. Forgot to mention that. And then she started to get shady boots about whether she was with Alice or not, or whether or not they rode together to the car wash. So Carlette said that after going to Alice's house, now they're at Alice's house, she and Alice returned to the Kroger parking lot, got into Carlette's car, and drove to the First Union Bank in Smithfield, North Carolina, where Carlette cashed a check for $2,500 for Alice. Carlette claimed that Alice gave her the additional $2,500 to help with her doll business.
Child.
According to Carlette, she then drove Alice to her own trailer in, oh man, I just learned how to pronounce this. Anyer, North Carolina. Damn it. Somebody listening to this is going to be really mad that they told me how to say it and I messed it up just there. But anyway, Agner.
Somebody from North Carolina.
Yes.
That's live there. Tell us.
So Carlette claimed that Alice sat on the toilet in the bathroom. So let me bring it back. So we're now at Carlette's house in this town, Angler or whatever. So she drove from the scene of the kidnapping, from this place, the bank, to her home several miles away. I want to say hours, but I don't want to, miss up that data. But I think this was a bit far away from where everything took place. So now she's saying that Alice wasn't feeling that well, so she decided to go to the bathroom. And while Alice was in the bathroom, Carlette decided to run herself some bath water because she's going to a party later, so she's trying to get ready. While Alice is in the bathroom.
Ain't she supposed to be watching Alice? Oh, no, they friends. Okay, never mind.
Right.
So y'all, what outcome, baby? This
Girl,
it just don't add. It ain't the math. Ain't math.
1, 2, 3, 8. Okay. So anyway, she says she started running herself some water. She leaves Alice in the bathroom, closes the door, come back, and Alice's head is submerged in the water. She don't know how I got there.
Girl, it just happened. So happened, huh?
It just happened.
Happenstance.
She just just tripped like a goddamn cartoon character. Like, what are you fucking? So anyway, hold on. I got to get through it. So Carlette says that she grabbed Alice by the hair, pulled her out of the water, and tore her shirt. Carlette slapped Alice across the face a couple of times.
Wake up, bitch.
But Alice did not respond. No way. Carlette vaguely described how Alice's head then slammed to the floor. She didn't give full details. She just said, and then suddenly the head slammed to the floor. Then Carlette carried Alice to the living room and placed her on the floor, removed her clothes, washed and dried them, redressed her without the torn shirt. So that would explain.
Call 911.
You a whole narcissistic girl. You didn't do CPR.
CPR. I mean,
you didn't mouth to mouth.
Nothing.
You didn't do shit.
I can't believe she's really telling the police this. Like they believe in it.
That was your first problem. Anyway. So Carlette said that Alice was unresponsive, but her hand might have twitched while, her head had slammed to the floor. So she doesn't believe at this point that she's dead. This is what she's telling the cops. So Carlette admitted that she did not perform CPR or call 911 despite being trained as a healthcare professional who was also certified in CPR. She put her body in the hatchback of her Ford Fiesta and drove her other car, a truck, to her sister's birthday party. Right? So she had Alice's body in the back the whole time. She went to kick it, went to a birthday party, but didn't stop there. So after the party, she's a little lit, and also she's married, but she's estranged from her husband. Her husband is staying in a hotel.
I would be too. This lady is
killer ass.
Girl. He already knew what was up.
So he's staying in this hotel, and with Alice's body in the hatchback, she leaves the party, goes to the hotel, knocks boots with her husband.
Shut up.
No lie. But she also did not tell her husband or anybody around her what was going on or that there was a dead body outside. So, okay, let me pause here because you really have to be some type of really fucked up, crazy ass to not only do this. You literally murked this lady for $5,000 and then took your ass to a party. Fucked your nigga. And then after that, she returned to the Kroger parking lot the next day. So she didn't even go home. She went back to the Kroger.
Back to Kroger, huh?
Yeah.
What's that Kroger?
Coochie hot and everything. The other car. The other car. So she goes back to the Kroger parking lot the next morning around 6:45 a.m. and moved Alice's body to the front seat of Alice's own car. So at this point, Alice was in her car. Now she's moving her body to Alice's car. So Carlette said that Alice's body smelled. So she put 2 pillows on it. Bitch, what? That don't cover
what
smell.
What that's gonna do?
Exactly. What's hold up the smell? That is doing. So Carlette drove around Hillsborough and Burlington and ended up on a dirt road in Mooresville around 1 or 2 p.m. And according to Carlette, the car got stuck on the road. And so she left Alice's body in the car with the engine running. This is when the car was running. And she caught a ride to a gas station, then called the cab, and then returned home to drink some wine coolers.
She never thought to ask for help. Like, the lady is in the car. She I'm just so...
And you want to know why? She said that she did not say anything because she recently was caught, in the 80s, she was caught stealing money from an old lady. She got a troubled history with the elderly, and she didn't want that to come up or her be blamed for this. So she was like, Alice tripped and fell and drowned in the bathtub, and she was just helping her. And she didn't want to say nothing because of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girl. I just can't believe she fixed her mouth to tell the police this. I bet the whole time the police was like, ma'am, get up. You're under arrest.
I wouldn't have been able to keep a straight face.
I would have been cracking up.
First of all, where you mean so you left and then you came back and her head was in the bathtub?
Girl.
And then what the fuck? So they're asking her about all the other bruises on her body because she's saying she hit her head, she bumped this, she bumped that.
She was tingling, she was shaking,
and she's like, that's nothing. That was from me moving her around or whatever. And so they're like, well, what's these marks on her body? And she's like, I don't know. Well, investigators ended up finding not only the mace that she used to mace Alice, but she ended up finding the stun gun that she used. She turned that motherfucker all the way up on death.
Not on death.
Zapping Alice.
Miss Alice is only 5 pounds.
Okay.
Baby.
She don't need a lot. All that. Girl, under the jail.
Sure.
So anyway, in an additional interview, Carlette admitted to throwing Alice's purse out of the window near Falls Lake, North Carolina. Carlette said that she was afraid that her fingerprints might be lifted from the purse and she might be implicated in in Alice's death. Further, although she had previously denied it, Carlette admitted that she had a confrontation with Alice in the Kroger parking lot. Further, although she had previously denied it, Carlette admitted that she had a confrontation with Alice. So basically, she's trying to make it seem like a lot of these cuts and bruises she got while like trying to struggle with her too, like we had previously said. At this point in the interview, this is when she's like, "Okay, I need an attorney." Bitch, you should have shut up long ago.
When you got there,
hello,
you just done. We already know you lying. You
girl.
lying.
Like when you said this should have been, this sounds far fetched. That's when you should have just zipped
girl,
it.
You already knew. This is all a lie, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell it anyway. That's basically what she said.
Oh, but she actually, guys, she ended up admitting that she forcefully took Alice to the bank because she needed to get the check cash. So she did admit to that. She also admitted that although Alice had previously voluntarily written the withdrawal slip, she changed her mind about giving Carletta the money before Carletta forcefully took it. That's her story.
Girl, and she's sticking to it, huh?
She's sticking to it. There's a lot more to this. And like I said, if you want to know the full story, there's actually quite a few podcasts that they do like true crime. So they go like real deep into the court case or whatever. So 4 days after the murder, they booked her for murder. They got her. Like you admitted it pretty easily. This was very dumb. She decides to not take a plea deal and fully admit that she killed this lady. So she goes all the way to trial trying to say that this all was an accident. And
no.
She fully intends for everybody to believe that this lady whoopsie-daisy didn't drown herself in the tub and like all this other happenstance.
You did not call any... You had a dead... Once you saw her drown, you didn't think to call nobody. You didn't call 911. You just dragged her and took... Like, that don't even make sense. What is you talking about, Carletta?
Girl, don't even.
You took her with you to the party, left, and you didn't take her to the hospital yet? Girl,
like
who are we believing?
None of it makes sense. And like, you know how fucked up the law is. So like at first they were trying to say, well, we'll get you because, you know, you're a nurse and you should have administered CPR if you were caring for somebody that needed help. But like, it's obvious that this lady killed her.
It's like no, it's a no-brainer.
In the courts, the judge, the jury, listen, the jury, that's how I say it. The jury, all of these niggas, they wasn't believing it either. And they completely gave her ass life behind bars for killing this old ass lady. And she should have, because outside of, you know, all of this dumbass shit that she did that actually made this pretty funny.
Are you dumb? Like Dana always say. Are you dumb?
She literally really like was a monster in this. Like, first of all, you killed this lady for $5,000.
I'm still on that, like $5,000.
And then for you knew you were gonna. It was premeditated because you knew you were going. You only had a few days before the bank statement came back, and so you literally put this lady on the timeline. Like, that is so fucked up. Can you imagine going to work every day knowing you finna kill a motherfucker you work with on Thursday?
Girl,
God damn. Crazy. Like the craziest shit ever.
Crazy.
I was too done. I was too done with her. But yeah, she ended up getting life behind bars, and you know, good riddance from her.
Watch out with the people you work with, y'all. These people crazy.
Girl, and stop.
Y'all just work from home.
Listen, when my parents get old and shit, I'm they nurse.
Right.
I'm not hiring no motherfucking bite. I will be damned if any of this craziness happened.
That don't even. That's crazy.
Nuts. So anyway, y'all, Carlette is currently serving life in North Carolina. She is 56 years old.
She's still living.
Yeah, she's still living. She's on her way out here.
She changed her life.
Lord,
she on her way back to the 85.
She's trying to appeal her charge, but you know she's still in there.
So she's still crazy. Why would you be trying to appeal a charge when you know you killed that lady?
And even further to that, friend, I want to let y'all know that while she was serving time Investigators found out that she was caring for another lady in 1991 who mysteriously passed away. And they looked into that lady's bank statements because they wasn't tripping off of it at the time. But because she cared for them, they decided she cared for her. Carlette cared for this lady. They decided to go back and look at her bank statements. And sure enough, they ended up finding some cash checks with large sums of money made out to Carlette Parker. And they redid her autopsy and found out that they thought she died of natural causes, but she actually drowned.
Girl.
But they cannot pin that murder on her because outside of the circumstantial evidence, they really don't have any evidence.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
I believe she probably murked Alice, this lady, probably another old lady that she got caught with.
She would have murked Charles if he had enough money, but
Charles
had
is too broke to die.
Charles, you was lucky.
Okay.
Sometimes it pays to be broke.
Stay out your bag or look necessary.
God, that's Diddy. Get in your bag. Stay in your bag.
Well, stay out your bag.
Baby,
don't let nobody know you got no money, baby, or you might be your last days. But anyway, y'all, I hope that y'all enjoyed our Black at Work true crime. I actually, when I was looking up stories for this, I found a lot that we could talk about. So that'll be back sometime later. So anyway, let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Hey, when the fuck is break?
Shit, I don't know, about 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
Boy, we been here since like 6. What you mean? Boy, I'm not finna, boy, that shit dead, boy. I'm finna take a break right now, boy. That shit dead, boy.
I talk shows like The Wendy Show. Recaps to your favorite shows. New music, have you heard of those? Spilling tea in the break room. A key in the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room. It's time for the break room.
Well, Diddy tweeted this week and said, "Who killed R&B?" First of all, Diddy, I don't know who killed R&B. I don't know why he feels like that. But I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to show y'all who said that R&B ain't dead.
Girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry. Pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead. Spinning around and around.
Listen, Mario said he'd rather be dead, but R&B ain't dead.
Okay, he came with a song like, "Look, R&B is not dead, sir."
Girl, everybody has been responding to him. Then he got on live with Tory Lanez. He got on live with Mary J. Blige.
Why is everybody mad?
Girl, people is mad. I don't know if he did that
to get some conversations.
Yeah, you know how Diddy is.
I mean, I'm not mad at it because R&B is kind of, I'm not saying that it's dead. It's far from dead, but it's a different type of R&B that
I agree with that.
Listen to, but if you want to know who killed R&B, hold on.
You got somebody that killed R&B.
I'm gonna let you listen. and just in case y'all wondering who killed R&B, is this nigga Jeremiah.
Hey, stop. It's the best day of the R&B of the year, girl. Hey, y'all niggas sound crazy. He's not. If we tried that, we could. Oh.
No.
Somewhere the climb.
In the climb. Shut. That nigga Jeremiah killed R&B.
He showed
from the verses.
I don't remember. I must didn't get through that.
Girl,
I didn't see
that verses with Omarion and Mario.
Yes.
You missed, girl. That was a Twitter moment.
Girl,
that was hilarious.
That was not Jeremiah for real in real life.
So many people meme that, including this nigga. That was hilarious. But yeah, it was Jeremiah. He did it.
Yeah, he cannot. He be having all that auto-tune and reverb, baby. He already don't be sounding good with all that to begin with, but that was a hot mess. Anyway, let him know, Mario. Mario is on point, baby. It's a lot of people that's, that can sing, right? Usher, Tank, like Summer Walker, Jasmine Sullivan. So It's not dead, but
R&B is far from dead. Like,
but it's definitely not.
Summer
90s.
out here killing it. Her is out here killing it. Jasmine Sullivan is out here killing it. Kehlani is out here killing it. Yeah. SZA is out here motherfucking. Mary J. Blige has never sat down.
Okay.
So R&B ain't dead.
It ain't dead. Period. It ain't dead. It ain't 90s R&B, but it ain't dead. Well, anyway, Jack Harlow, Nicki Minaj, and LL Cool J will be hosting the VMAs this year. Yay! I don't know. I don't remember the last time I watched the VMAs. Do you, Dana?
It had to have been when Britney Spears performed with NSYNC in the school. No, I'm just playing. I was like in 6th grade when it. But no, it's been a very long time that I can't even tell you when the last time I watched VMAs. And I'm wholly uninterested, and I will not be tuning in. Sorry.
Yeah, it's they must be trying to get. I mean, they have 3 hosts. Like I know the Oscars did the 3 hosts.
I only know
year.
2 of the hosts because who is Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow is the guy that sing I be a G from the L.
Oh, that song got hurry up and scroll past on TikTok.
Shut up! You don't like that song?
Girl, first class, skip.
Up in the sky.
Skip.
I love that song.
Bye.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, yeah. So I mean, I guess VMAs are jumping on the bandwagon of the 3 hosts. I think they trying to like catch up from the pandemic. Like y'all ain't got to catch up and bring us 10 hosts. We just need one.
Well, yeah. I'm sure that Nicki and LL will.
It'll be dope. So anyways, the VMAs airs August 28th at 7. That's a Sunday. So watch it if you're interested. This is so funny. I don't know if y'all seen this. Rap Shit. Issa Rae has a new series called Rap Shit. Someone tweeted and said, Rap Shit is so good, you need your coochie ate.
I saw that. I retweeted that.
Issa responded, I appreciate your energy.
I retweeted her response because that was, and I read it in her voice.
Yes, that's the thing. I appreciate your energy. It's like, first of all, this show must be really good. And for some reason, I remember when Issa posted on her story, she like had been promoting it, and I was like, okay, I gotta watch that. But I am going to add this on my watch list because if she need her coochie ate from it, then it must be good.
I said the same thing. I want to watch it anyway because one of my favorite podcasters actually wrote for the show.
Yes,
Kid Fury.
Shut up
from the Read. Yeah,
oh my gosh, shout out.
Yeah, so
that's Dana's podcast.
Girl, Siri all up in my business,
right?
But yeah, no. So yeah, I love the Read, and I'm excited for Fury and Issa and
oh my god,
the show.
Issa does it again.
Yeah, Issa is so killer.
She's so dope. I want to meet her. I'm manifesting that right now. I want to be on one of her shows. Anyways, speaking of shows, Love and Hip Hop, y'all. Now I told y'all Love and Hip Hop was coming on, but if I don't know if you've heard, but Carly Red, Spice, and Capella Gray have a new song called Work, and it went #1 on iTunes. Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop. It's gotta be something in Love and Hip Hop water because these non-famous people that just be on these reality shows be like going #1, be getting successful. It's a little bop. Okay. Now I wouldn't just be, let me turn on that Carly Red.
It's Carly Red's song?
It's Spice's song. Carly Red is featured on it.
Oh, okay.
So Carly, I'ma just shout out to Carly. Is
that what you was just listening to?
No, I was listening to Time and Affection by Chris Brown and some guy. I think it was like Afro beats.
It was. That's why I'm like, okay.
Girl, it's Chris Brown. So anything Chris Brown on, I'm listening to.
You listening to Afro?
Girl, I love Afro beats.
Oh, do you now? Now, if y'all listen to this show,
right?
Y'all remember how Nessa used to be on me for listening to Afro?
No, I used to be like, what is that? I ain't know that.
Now, yeah, she didn't get on my head, but she was just like, Dana listens to Other. And now look at you.
No, you didn't say I listen.
Listening to Other.
No, yeah, girl. I love me some Afrobeat. So it's called Work. The song is called Work, y'all. Carly Red done came up with that little fake booty. So anyway, she's old. I mean, let me. Ooh. Let me take that out. Take that back. Because I don't want to sound Asian. Carly is older. Like, she's seasoned. She don't win number 1. So shout out to Carly Red.
Yeah.
Shout out to the people on Love and Hip Hop. Maybe I need to be on Love and Hip Hop, child. Maybe I'll get famous. Anyway, Black at Work, we gonna go on Love and Hip Hop. You gonna go on there with me?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't want to be seen.
Okay. Well, anyways, in new music, some new music drop. Tink has a new album out. Tink. You don't listen to Tink? You don't like Tink? Tink. Tink. Lil Tink. Lil Tink.
Girl,
Tink.
no. I ain't never heard of that.
Not that, like it's a group.
Oh, it's not?
It's a person.
It's a dude?
It's a girl.
Oh, Tink, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
what does she sing? She sings something
she
I would
sings
know?
R&B.
Something I would know?
Probably not. She's like one of those not underground by any means, but I mean, no, probably not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But Tink has a new album out. Offset came out with a song called 54321. 54321, no, but okay.
You ain't like it?
I don't like it. I'm good on it. Tank has a new song with Chris Brown called See Through Love. Now, I do like that song. Did you hear that? Did you
No,
like it?
so let me not judge the collaboration because
Girl, I love when Tank and Chris collide. It'd be good. You don't like their music together?
I've never heard they had music together.
Girl, they got a song called "Girl, It's Your Birthday."
Okay.
No, they.
I'm not hating on it. I'm
Yeah.
just I just never knew that they worked together, and it just
Yeah.
seemed like a generational mismatch. But
Girl, no, it worked. Them sounds.
I
collide,
believe
baby.
you. I believe you.
It'd
'Cause
be
they can
good.
sing.
Yeah, they can. No, it was
Yeah.
good. So they have a song. There's a lot of new music. I mean, Dana, are you listening to anything new?
Mm-hmm.
What you? Are you still listening to Renaissance?
You won't break
She gonna say that's
yourself.
new.
Playing.
It's considered new.
No, I'm actually.
What you listening to, friend?
I am listening to Lil Baby and Lil Durk. I love Man of My Word. I'm also listening to Hats Off.
I love Lil Baby.
Girl, me
I
too.
love Lil Durk.
I love both of them. So those is my dudes. I'm also listening to this song called Last One by this girl named Savannah. I think it's Ray.
Okay.
But girl, I love
What's
this
the
song.
genre?
It's R&B.
Okay.
That ain't dead, did he?
Right.
Okay. And then this other R&B song by a lady named Nia Sultana called Proven. She has this song called Proven with Rick Ross. I really, really like that. And another guy called Jean Do.
Jean Do. Is that Afrobeats?
No, it's his. I think it's supposed to be like a play off of John Doe, but he spelled it like if he were French.
Jean Doe.
So it's literally Jean and then De. But he has a song called Chop and Screw. And I love that song. So.
Okay, T-Pain.
And Renaissance, okay.
She's still on that Renaissance, baby.
Cozy.
Cause you won't break my soul.
Cozy.
Well, that is all I have for the break room. I was gonna say Megan Thee Stallion's album came out, but
It did.
it came out. I have not. Y'all know I love Megan Thee Stallion, but I just don't really I don't really listen to her music like that. So, anyways,
We'll give it a chance for the break room. Vanessa don't give nobody a chance.
No,
bro.
I listen to her music, but it's just, you know how some stuff is just like not for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not for me. But I love Meg, like me and her friends in my head. Anyways, that's all I have for the break room, y'all.
Okay.
Dana, do you have anything else?
Mm-mm.
That's all I got.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for checking out our show this week. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to follow us on all our social platforms at Black at Work Pod, everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're trying to build our followers, so help us out there. And if you guys have anything for us, you know what to do. Write us in. I'm not going to give y'all that anymore. You got anything else in this?
I don't. Y'all have been hitting us up on social media, so keep that coming.
Yes, keep that coming. We're finally going to get back to reading letters next week, finally. So keep sending those in. Again, we're doing Karens. So if you've dealt with a Karen, know somebody that dealt with a Karen, send us a story. We'll read it on the show. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.